2 of what if Naruto was Madara's grandson, or the ghost of the Uchiha's grandson. Now, I kind of left it off. I was checking something on my thing, and I noticed I was running out of time for my what if, for my recording time that I had, because I'm limited to to a certain amount of time on this recording app that I have, so I apologize. So, really quick, let me get where I left off last time. Alright. As Madara says, I am sorry, Kushina, for what you have done to this boy. Now, I am sealing away your ability to unlock or to use the Sharingan, but I will leave your mother's Gekkei Genkai. And you see this, you're getting off easy. If you were anybody else, I would have killed you simply. Because family, you know this very well. It is the most important thing to me. And yet, you dare hurt one of my family. You may be my kin or my family, but this is why I'm giving you an easier route, or easier way. This is me taking pity on you. Like I said, if you were anybody else, I would have killed you, simply, or I would have made you wish you were never born, if you were anybody else for hurting my family. But you're not just anybody else, you're my mother, or not my mother. Brain fart, guys? Okay. You are my daughter. Well, this is already gonna be cursed. Anyway. You are my daughter. So, this is my pity. As then he picks up Naruto. As then he also goes over and leans down to Narumi. And Narumi says, please, help my big brother. I don't know why mother did this, but I don't know why she did this to him. As then Madara goes, don't worry, young one. I will help you both. As then he picks up Naruto. Then he goes over and says, come here, little one. As he kind of has a faint smile on his face. She says, okay. As then she goes and climbs on to Madara's arm as he's holding her, as he has Naruto as well. As he says, you guys, I will release you after this. But if you guys dare to do anything else to come after this boy with the same intentions you have now, well, you'll regret it, as his Mangekyo activates and just spins. As then he body flickers away. As then something broke in Kushina. As she starts breaking down in tears, as Minato is now released from his spot that he was stuck in. As he goes and says, Kushina, are you okay? As Kushina is just crying. As she goes, what have I done, Minato? What have I done? I hurt my son in ways that no mother, how can I call myself a mother towards him? I don't know if, I hope he'll forgive me, but I don't know if he ever will. As then Minato and Kushina, or he's just holding Kushina close, says everything's gonna be okay, as he's thinking the same in his head of like what he has done, because he has also came into torturing Naruto and so on. As then basically Kushina says, I will do anything to get him back now, no matter what. Now, this is her turning point, if you guys don't know, to becoming a better person than what she was. Okay. Now, we cut to when Madara gets back to, I'm going to say, the Waterfall Village, because he kind of has created... Oh, no. We're back to the hideout. Now, he has infused Naruto to stop the bleeding. He has infused, basically, the Hashirama cells into Naruto. Kind of like what he did to Obito, but in a different way due to his injuries being different. Now, during this whole time, if you're wondering why Kurama hasn't intervened or whatever, she kind of did, in a way. She gave him the strength to break the chakra chain, or the chains that were meant to seal the chakra that he was in. And she was furious with Kushina of what she did. Now, this procedure that Madara has put Naruto in, well, it normally would take weeks, even months to heal. But due to Kurama's power, her healing factor, Naruto healed at an astonishing rate. He healed within a few days, but he will not wake up for a while, due to his mind or his mentality being shattered at this point, due to everything that he's been through, and so on. And also, warning, I gotta say this. Narumi, Naruto's sister. Why am I doing this? Okay, usual. Why did we make it cursed? Okay, anyway, let's get into it. So, basically, sorry about that. So, basically, Narumi has gained a brother complex. Or he's gaining a brother complex now. So, don't hate me. And I hope you enjoy this cringiness, but it's all good. We good here. Okay, let's get into it. Now, as then Madara sees Naruto just healing at an astonishing rate, as he says, oh, I see, he obviously has the Nine Tails. But then he also senses the Nine Tails inside of Narumi, as he says, I wonder why I sense 2 Nine Tails. Perhaps, as he sees the seal on Naruto appearing, so due to the Nine Tails healing him. And all of a sudden, I'm going to say that basically Narumi had some cuts on her face, because even though Naruto blocked the attack from Kushina, she had so much force that the pressure of it just itself kind of did some cuts on her face and stuff. Don't worry, she's not going to get scarred. So, we good. She ain't getting scarred face. Okay, yeah. Okay, As then, he looks over and sees Narumi. Now, then he sees her cuts just healing fast as well. He says, young one, little one, will you please lift up your shirt a little bit so I could see something? As you could see the Nine-Tail seal on her. She says, I see. So, they did use that jutsu. Now, this jutsu, it's not the Reaper Death seal, obviously, but it is a seal that can split chakra in half and seal it. It's an Uzumaki seal that I have created for this. It's like the 8th trigram seal, in a way. So yeah, it basically is, but it's kind of more advanced because it cuts the chakra in half and you can seal it in multiple ways in one go. So yeah. And then he says, I see. So they used that jutsu to seal the Nine Tails in both of them. But why did they... Because in this way. Madara has kept a Zetsu, kind of, like, a Zetsu spore, you could say. Keeping an eye on his daughter for him to see what's going on, and that's how he knew about Naruto. So that's why, if you guys were wondering how Madara was, how he knew Naruto was, or how he saved him, yeah, that's how he knows. It's because of the spore of Zetsu. So, yeah. Okay. Now, we go into Naruto's mindscape. As we go in, it's not a sewer anymore. No. It is a place similar, you could say, to Obito's dimensional pocket, or spatial pocket, kind of. Because of how broken up and dark it is. Now, his mindscape, it's just kind of shattered at this point. Because of what his mother said to him. It just broke him inside. Because he still cared for his mother. Even though everything that she's done to him, he still cares for her. So when she said that she wishes he was never born, he just broke. His once seemingly endless smile that would never fade away, that his sister loved so much, is now gone. For now. On very rare occasions, he shall smile. But hey, that's neither here nor there yet. Anyway, Madara goes. No, we're still in Naruto's mindscape. Sorry. I big dumb, so... Okay, so, as we're in Naruto's mindscape, as then he goes, where am I? This place, it looks broken. Kind of like me. Huh. As then he hears crying. Now, then he goes over and he sees a cage. This is the only place that is not broken at the moment. As he just sees a girl. It kind of looks, if you guys want reference to what she looks like, you could think of her as almost like a female Todoroki, but not. Well, nah, just kidding. Psych, no. Okay, her hair is pure white as snow, but with patches of red, you could say. So kind of like a Todoroki, you could say. If you guys want reference, you could look up like kind of like a Todoroki from My Hero Academia, or one of them, I don't know. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Now, okay. As he sees this girl, or this woman, you could say, with one red eye and one blue eye as well. As he goes and says, hello, miss. What is the matter? Are you okay? Is something wrong? Where are we? As then the lady, or the woman, or girl, looks up and says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Naruto. As Naruto says, how do you know my name? Then please, miss, please tell me your name. As then he sees 9 tails behind her. As he says, oh, I see. So you are the 9 tails, are you? As she says, oh, is it that obvious? As she kind of laughs. As Naruto says, kind of. But why are you here? And she says, well, you see, you are my jailer, or my Chinchuriki. I am sealed within you, but for some reason, even though I was inside your mother at one point, or I was sealed inside of your mother at one point, for some reason you were treated differently, and I do not know why, and I am extremely sorry for that. I apologize, and I am very sorry. Naruto says, it's okay. Don't worry. It wasn't your fault. And she says, well, it kind of is, because you see your ears and tail? Those didn't come from your mother. They came came from me due to my chakra. You basically bathing inside the full Ninetales chakra, or my chakra. It kind of altered your DNA a tad. It gave you fox-like features in a way, which might have fueled the hatred even more. And I am sorry for that. As then Naruto says, it's okay. Like I said, please don't cry. I don't like it when people cry. As he says this, he tries to form a smile, but he just can't due to everything. As he says, please, don't cry. I don't like it when people cry. And she says, oh, okay, I'm sorry. As then he helps her up, because she was down on her knees just crying. As he helps her up and says, okay, now where am I? This place seems cold. And I don't know where I am. It seems like it's broken. As Kurama says, let me explain. This is your mindscape. And due to some things, it appears it has broken. But not all the way. It could be fixed. But I don't know if it could be completely fixed. So Naruto says, oh, I see. So we're in my mindscape. And this is what it is. As then, in a way, it kind of changes a little bit. It becomes a barren wasteland. Just, you could think of like a desert that's lifeless at the moment. As he says, this is sad. And Kurama says, yes, before your mother said those words, as she says, I'm sorry for saying this, but before your mother said those words, this place, it was lively. It was like an oasis, you could say. Like, the sun never stopped shining, and it seemed like a lively place, but yet, after that, it just instantly turned into a desolate wasteland. So Naruto says, I see. Well, I'm sorry. But as his body starts weakening, so he starts regaining consciousness in the real world. As then, he says, as he starts fading in and out of the mindscape, as he says, well, I hope we talk again soon, Kurama. As then, she says, of course. See you again, young Naruto, as she smiles at him, as he says, yes. And I didn't catch her name. She says, my name is Kurama, as she is just smiling. As then, Naruto wakes up, as he has a blank look on his face, as he says, where am I? As Madara comes over and says, young one, you are in my home. Now, and I have healed you. As Naruto says, oh. Well, thank you. As then he says, where is my sister? As Narumi runs over and runs and hugs Naruto and saying, hey, big brother, are you okay? As then Naruto says, yes, I am. I'm okay. Are you? As she says, yeah. Yes, I am, Naruto. Thanks to you. And him. Now, during this time when Naruto was asleep, Madara explained who he is. That he is Madara Uchiha, and he is their grandfather. As Narumi was shocked but thankful, as Madara made a comment saying, you kind of looked like your mother when she was at your age. As she says, oh, really? And she kind of looks down and she says, well, no, not her mother. You look like your grandmother. Well, a younger version of your grandmother. As Narumi smiles and says, oh, really? What was she like? What was my grandmother like? And Madara chuckles and says, well, this is kind of out of character for Madara, but this is his granddaughter, Okay, come on. You gonna show emotion, okay? Alrighty, boys, let's get into it. Anyway, boys and girls, let's get into the video. We don't discriminate here, okay? Anyway, sorry. Okay. As he chuckles and says, she was very kind-hearted. Kind of like Naruto, you could say. She always smiled like him. I guess that's where Naruto got his smile from. She loved her daughter very much, and she was very skilled in kenjutsu, and she was a kind-hearted person, even to her enemies. Which I don't know how I felt about that, but I fell in love with her nonetheless. You see, she was strong. She cared about family just like I. So, she would do anything for them. You see, I, unfortunately, couldn't help her village when it was attacked. But I was able to save her, at least. And I had your mother, Kushina. But during a few years, she contracted a sickness, unfortunately, that was incurable. You see, she had cancer that apparently spread it out throughout her body. So then she unfortunately passed away at a very young age. But I'm sure if she met you two, she would have loved you dearly. And to be honest, she was my light in the dark. But then I also had your mother, which she was partially my light too as well. So I didn't go down a dark path. And then your mother had you two, which I thought it was just going to get better. But unfortunately, due to some of unfortunate events and some people's actions, it did not turn out how I wanted. As Narumi says, it's okay. As long as I have you and Naruto, everything will be okay. Because during this time, Madara kind of had a sad look on his face as she runs up and hugs her grandpa and saying, don't worry, Grandpa. As long as we have each other, or us three, we will be okay. And she smiles at Madara as Madara says, thank you. Thank you, Narumi, as he smiles and pats her on the head. As then we go back to the present time. Now, as Narumi's hugging him. Yes. Now we're gonna skip a few years ahead into the future. Now Naruto is 8 years old. No. Yeah. He's been training with Madara in taijutsu. And also Madara has been training Narumi in healing jutsu as well. Now Naruto's chakra natures are going to be wind and water and fire. Now, he basically, I'm going to say he technically has 3 Gekkei Genkais, you could say, at this moment. Maybe 4. You see, Naruto he has the Sharingan, obviously. And then he's gonna be gaining an Uzumaki chains. Because you gotta be an Uzumaki chakra chains, okay? Because, yeah. And then also, he's basically has the Fox's Gekkei Genkai, you could say. Now, the Fox's, or the Ninetail, or Kuromo's Gekkei Genkai power that she's basically granting Naruto and Narumi is the ability of basically snow release, or ice release, you could say, kind of like Haku. But you see, she's half ice and half fire fox. So, since Naruto has a fire affinity, it grants it even more. It basically makes it a bigger boost, you could say. So, Naruto's flame ability his flames will be almost hotter than almost any other flame ever, except for Amaterasu at the moment. Okay. Now, at the moment, his flames are a blue. It's almost like a baby blue. You could think of it almost like the Matatabi or the Two Tails fire kind of looking. But it's a little bit lighter, so it's hotter. Because, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure white flames are the hottest, besides black, I think. It's either black or white, I don't remember, but I'm just going to say, for the sake of this, white flames are the hottest. Okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, basically, it's more towards blue, but it has some, like, white inside of it, so it's like a really hot flame. So, yeah, so that's how the Fox's, or the Ninetales power will basically, be used in Naruto's arsenal. Now, Naruto has gained 3 Tomoe Sharingan during this time, due to the harsh training Madara has given him. Because he wants his grandson to be strong. You see, Madara, he doesn't like weak people. He hates it. So, yes. So he wants to make sure his grandson is strong, even at a young age. Now, you could say Naruto's abilities at this time is at least a Jonin level, which is mind-blowing for an 8-year-old, but you see why. It's because he's Madara's grandson, he's a prodigy, and he has a lot of power. And he has a lot of potential. Now, this is where I'm going to leave it off. I hope you guys enjoyed part 2, I guess you could say. It was technically kind of like the resume of part 1, but I'm just going to call it part 2. And, don't worry. I will be getting some new parts out, and I may have a surprise for you guys. I may be doing something with somebody. You'll just have to wait and find out. It's going to be fun. I hope everything works out for what we have planned, and let's just say I'm nervous, but yeah, don't worry. I think tomorrow, I might try to post a lot this week, actually, because I'm gonna record tomorrow for sure on some things. Also, I think I'm gonna record, because I have some new series, like me and Usual. We created some series that I think you guys will enjoy. Now, I don't know if I'm going to give you a hint. Well, one, how can I put it? It's one that's been, I got a question for you guys, actually. Do you guys like Fairy Tail? Me, personally, I like it. Because it's fun to me. I like the series a lot. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys like Fairy Tail. And that's the only hint you guys are getting for one of the series. I'm not going to tell you the other one, because the other one's kind of cool too. So, also, I'm sorry, but I don't know if I will ever give Naruto a good childhood. If I do, it's very rare. But it's not a Naruto what if, unless you give him a hard life. I'm sorry. Most of the time. Well, at least in the beginning. So, yeah. Sorry for the rant. Hope you guys all had a great day. And I hope you guys are looking forward to more what ifs. So, hope you had a great day or night, depending on time zones. Now, that's all for today.